What is the personal struggle that has left you feeling the worst? What is it that you got yourself into? Relationship, marriage, whatever. And you know very well, this was a mistake. I was in my worst state. Spaces. Put yourself in spaces that inspire you with belief and confidence and growth. And as years go by, you see how much you've invested in yourself, and you don't just want to be with anybody.
Yeah.
It's an act of self-worth to learn new things and expose yourself to new things. It doesn't look so directly, but it is. I want you to learn to say no without having to show people what is the difference. I want you to learn to say no and leave people to deal with it. Sometimes don't tone it down. Don't say, I wish you came last week. I wish you can come 1 month after now. I wish. Some people just leave them there because they are nagging and they cannot accept.
There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find a way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Global.
Psychologist, relationship coach, the one, the only Benjamin Zulu himself.
So this year we're looking forward to becoming bigger, better, occupying spaces and becoming unshakable. Let's have a self-worth makeover conversation that holds us steady through 2026. Welcome to Benjamin Zulu Global Show. I'm your host, Sylvia Kerimi. This is going to be an exciting conversation because who doesn't want to get into the new year knowing themselves and having the energy that carries them on all the way? Yes, Zulu, how do we have this self-worth makeover that takes us all the way to 2026?
Yes, one of the things is to rise above your personal struggles. And I mean those things that are private, not known publicly, but they have a tendency to get you off your center. I saw this preacher, someone was calling, this is not the time to lose your head. What makes you lose your head? Lose your mind, lose your cool, get out of your character. Cravings that are rooted in an emptiness that has persisted in your life. Desires, stressors, fears, doubts that without anything happening around you can drain your confidence. Things that make you look like you are coiling, afraid. We're talking about those things that you don't talk about, but they can be triggered, and for a whole week you're sick. We're talking about those things that have so much power to tip over your balance, that once you encounter them, it's a battle to get back. And they tend to become intense when you're about to ask for promotion, get a healthy relationship, start a business, meet mentors, taking yourself seriously. Even when you're planning to take this holiday retreat to some place to plan your life, those things come up and you can't get out of bed. You end up on a drinking spree. You end up back with your ex. You end up... What is the personal struggle that has left you feeling the worst? What is it that you got yourself into? Relationship, marriage, whatever. And you know very well, this was a mistake. I was in my worst state. You know, sometimes you are working a job that you know you got into it because of your situation, but you don't belong to it. But to quit looks like you are ungrateful to people who helped you.
Right.
Sometimes you are with some people because they only came in when you were needy and unstable. And you think working out on them is unthankful. The first thing you're going to do is to look at personal struggles and then deal with them in the solution I came to find out after a long time, and nobody had put it so plainly. Aggressively confront your struggles. You know, we're taught to be gentle with ourselves, take time, be kind, forgive yourself, don't kill yourself too much, don't feel so guilty, you are human.
Yeah.
I realize being too soft with yourself is dangerous. It leaves room for repeat. It leaves room for repeat.
Yeah.
And every time you forgive too quickly and understand yourself, you are allowing your personal struggles are stubborn and they need strictness.
Yes.
There comes a time to burn bridges in your life so that you can disrupt destruction. So, this year, I want you to burn bridges. I want you to delete the numbers. I want you to spit in your own soup. Remove the appetite. Remove that thing that keeps exciting you. For some people, it's gambling. It's betting. It's that thrill they get.
Yes.
For some people, it's a double life. Out here, they have a perfect image because they're always treating everybody kindly. In their personal life, it's a mess. Because there, people know you. They have a history of you. They know your potential. They hold you accountable.
Yeah.
But you're very cruel and mean and withdrawn to them. But in the world, you are very happy and jovial and upbeat. I want you to confront your weaknesses, your struggles, aggressively by saying, this is no longer a negotiation for comfort and indulgence and escape when I feel stressed. This is a trade-off for my life because it's consuming my time and my life is made of time.
Yeah.
I want you to actually admit that there's nothing special. There's nothing special by you sneaking back into things that the world does not know. You don't want anybody to know. Keeping contact with people whom you chat and you meet in secret places. Some of these places you crawl into for forbidden indulgences.
Yeah.
What if death surprises you in the act?
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
And then your last act in the world.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
It may not be as drastic as crawling into luncheons with the wrong people, though for some people it is. But it could be the wrong websites, the time you waste just avoiding career change, just avoiding to sign up for the course.
Yeah.
People can just hide in procrastination. Just in procrastination.
Yeah.
Knowing it's time. Others have made it a habit to just steal some small money from their work. Nobody finds out, but now you're addicted to the stolen money.
Yeah.
You wanted to do it only once, but now you're used.
Every day you feel you're entitled to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Self-worth begins with transcending your personal struggles, and to comfort you, everybody has them. Even those who look well put together, they're just good at acting. Anybody left to their own devices will gravitate to overeating, to sweet tooth, never fitness. They forget to eat right, to maintain. Some people, they only need to let go for a month and you'll see it.
Yeah.
Everybody is predisposed to a struggle. Everybody is predisposed. The thing is, are you aware and have you risen above? And the second thing is, I want you to learn something new every week. Self-worth. Self-worth talks about being so valuable that you invest in yourself. Worth comes from investment. The books you read, the materials you study, the spaces you enter, the conferences you go to, they begin to make you look at yourself as an investment.
Yeah.
This principle, I never knew it is that it cuts across so deeply that we value what has costed us, even ourselves.
Yes.
There's more value in ourselves when it has costed us to be who we are. We don't want to joke when we have pain, suffered money, time, travel, gone to learn. When you learn that skill, you are not afraid of selling it at its worth.
Yes.
When you have become that person, you feel offended when somebody tries to underrate you. We value what you invest in, what there is cost, when you have invested, where the heart is, where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Do you want to value yourself? Invest value in yourself.
Yeah.
Dress better, take care of yourself better, invest in your mind, invest in learning, in exposure, take yourself spaces, put yourself in spaces that inspire you with belief and confidence and growth. And as years go by, you see how much you've invested in yourself, and you don't just want to be with anybody.
Yeah.
It's an act of self-worth to learn new things and expose yourself to new things. It doesn't look so directly, but it is. Eventually it becomes one of the most decisive things you can do in self-improvement. The third thing is, I need to stop negotiating your value with the people who can't afford you. It doesn't feel humble to say so doesn't afford me.
Yes. It's not polite. Yeah.
But by that we mean you don't need to trumpet it. You just need to know who should not be in your life, but just by the virtue of where their growth has reached. The people used to be warm towards each other, friendship, but then they stopped growing and you continued growing. When you meet 4 years down the line, they can't help you. They're just amazed or they're disturbed by how you have grown, and now they want to call you proud, not humble. They want to insinuate that nowadays you don't talk to people. Why are you forgetting us? You know? Or people who don't deserve your worth are the people who don't respect your value, your integrity, your honesty. Are the people who keep trying to replace you. We said you should not confuse friends with people who are fascinated. Some people are friends with you genuinely, others are just fascinated by you. So they come close like a friend, but it's fascination. Fascination is when you have something they admire but they don't know how. They come close to try and learn how you do it and copy you, imitate you, take your energy and possibly take your position. Fascination is what? You mean when I'm looking for this elegance, this piece, this girl has it? You mean this man has these things the way I look for them? So they act friendly and they come close. You will know that they are not friends, they're just fascinated, because every time you need help they disappear. Every time you have a situation that they should hold you up, they recoil. But when all is well, they're in your space, they're taking notes, they're asking questions, they're engaging. Not everybody asking you to tell them your secrets, wants to learn. Some wants to copy you and take your place. If you stop saying, but if only they can be this way, if only they can be this way, if only I think we are compatible, accept this once more, sometimes you are negotiating with your worth. Imagine now married to a person who cannot accommodate your value. They'll treat your dreams as too ambitious. They treat what you want as unreasonable. They'll take it as if you are bragging. They'll misinterpret your ambition. Now, if you insist on staying, you'll have to adapt downwards. Stop talking like that. Stop dreaming. Stop asking for that. In order to stay with people who don't feel what you feel, you have to become smaller for their own comfort. That's the curse of staying in spaces that don't accommodate you. A lot of problems come from you saying no too late and saying no too little. If you learn to say no more, say it on time, you filter your life. You filter what can grow, what should take root, what can stand with you. You have siblings, relatives you're going to meet over this holiday, these New Year things, people you're experiencing, you're encountering, but the energy they bring is where you left them last year, 2 years ago. And they want to call you back down there. They want to invite you to a similar thing. So I want you to also build your spiritual and mental anchors. Spiritual mental anchors are things that keep you stable when the world is not stable. You cannot predict 2026, but you can predict how you want to be anchored and rooted in every circumstance. We are hoping you keep your job, but what if there's a fluctuation? We are hoping you don't have to deal with health issues. We are hoping you won't have crisis. We are hoping. But what if you do? I want you to have soulish, mental, things that are internally true and unchanging. I want you to have things that you can say in any situation and you are established again. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Even when I go through things, all things work together for my good. I've noticed that eventually things make sense. They may not make sense, but if I maintain a positive attitude of picking the lesson, of learning and adapting and moving, sometimes the whole experience was to refine me for something forward.
Yeah.
Even when you find yourself anxious in that the person is rejecting or whatever it is, imagine it's not more of a rejection but a redirection. Imagine it like you're being steered away from some problem and directly towards something else.
Yeah.
A lot of us don't know that if we look back, we can see that many of the things that we feared the most did not finish us, added us.
Right,
You know, the people thought if they leave will never survive, or will I be talking to, will ask this question, who will guide me, how will manage it. When they insisted on leaving, although you try to beg and return them, you realize I'm lighter. Some endings are not losses. They are really a silent return to peace.
Yeah.
Particularly people who had outgrown their usefulness in your life. Some people overstay. Some people, they were useful in your life in the past. Now they hang on there based on who they were. Remember how I helped you. Remember I was there. Remember I was this to your mother. Remember I was this with your mom. If you can count who is still useful, who used to be useful, and who needs to, which relationship you need to revisit.
Yeah.
You can end many relationships. And you don't end them with anger. You're not disappointed. You're not quarreling. You end them with, it was a good run.
Yeah.
We helped each other while we could. But now, it's time. I just want you to do something. You find yourself in spaces to reflect. I want you to look back 5 years before now. Some of the things you wanted, you hoped for, are now a reality in your life.
Yeah.
10 years ago, the things you thought, will I happen? Will I find a good spouse? Will I find this? Will I ever find a job? Will I get children? Will I ever get a lot of your fears will disappear when you realize your 10 years goal will be one day as real as these previous 10-year goals are.
Yeah.
Whoever began a good work in me will perform it until the end. Your life is not random. As long as you're faithful and you're doing what you can and you're not relaxing somewhere and going with the flow, you're applying effort. You're learning.
Yeah.
Many of the things, it's only a matter of time. And you should stop worrying when you see others acquiring what you wanted.
Yes. To the single people, the Valentine's is here. It's a moment for you. If you're ready to cross over, then we got you. And we are having the biggest convergence ever at Jacaranda Hotel in Westlands. Why will you miss this one? The Valentine's is gonna be lit because the bachelors and the bachelorettes are gonna meet and mingle, and you might just find some love. Now, to get to this event, get your ticket on www.benjaminzuluglobal.com. It's the Valentine season. Plan yourself.
Some of these people are getting men to buy them, or women even. Nowadays we have the mama, baba. They have the iPhone 17 Pro Max, but you're wondering, okay, somebody got it for me.
Yes.
But what in return do they want? What do they want in exchange? A lot of people don't show you, they don't teach you, they don't encourage you, they don't build you, but they demand. They place a demand on your life, they place a demand on your energy. I just want you to guard your boundaries without guilt. Women are being told to be giving, polite, accepting, kind, generous and present and serving, and everything that a woman is praised, even men, the good-natured men, I call them gentlemen. I have seen them breaking and spreading themselves so thin. As you renew this year, part of self-worth is to, before giving, saying you are selfless, being self-loving.
Self-loving.
Because they told us to be selfless.
Yeah.
I want you to first be self-loving. Be attentive to what makes you grow. Be attentive to what makes you glow. Be attentive to what you do and your energy revives. Be conscious about what lifts you up. Be aware. Sometimes somebody said, teach yourself to take note when you find yourself in a very good mood. Notice who you're talking to, what you're talking about, where you are.
Yes.
Just make a mental note. It could be a suggestion to where you actually belong, where your joy comes from.
Yeah.
It could be a certain person who does not bring you malice. It could be a certain activity that just clicks with your passions. Some of our discoveries are very accidental, but many people don't even interpret the good experiences. They can't repeat them.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
It could be that environment has a connection to who you are. It could be that kind of job is now aligning with where you are. It could be this the type of person you have perfect blend of chemistry, of team effort. You know? I want you to guard your boundaries without guilt in that. Once you decide that henceforth I will not be participating in accounting jobs. I've done them, that chapter of my life. Thank you very much. Now I want the jobs of leadership and management and project management. Some people come pleading, oh, can't do this project. Don't accept because of guilt, because people are saying, you cannot say no to us, you have helped in the past, you can't say no to. People use your guilt to get you to agree to things you're not even comfortable.
Yeah.
And you end up struggling with them. You end up struggling to perform. When you are a kind person, it is a struggle to insist on no. It is never easy. Other people come at you with such low energy. People are approaching you on professional grounds. But to dilute you and make sure you only serve them for free, they call you your home name. They talk to you in vernacular. They say your mother said to me.
That's true.
They come at the informal angle.
Yeah.
They're asking for the same thing you do for premium, for pay. What serve you?
Yes.
But they enter your life with so much familiarity to make things impossible to charge.
Yeah. I've seen that.
They make you feel guilty.
Yes.
They know this is your job and they have a need. They want you to help furnish the house. They want you to come and do the landscaping. Whatever is your job. They want to do their case if you're a lawyer. But instead of coming at you with a professional respect, they greet you in mother tongue.
Yeah.
They tell you your mother is my friend.
Yes, I've dealt with that. Yeah.
Now they're making you feel guilty. You're saying no to me, you're saying no to your dad. You know?
Yeah.
You should help us. We come from and say, or to bring up guilt and to get you to agree to bad terms.
Yeah.
Many of the people whom you're dealing with and who leave you with deficits. January has a lot of debts, and many people are not paying debts for what they did for themselves. It's what they gave to people.
Yeah. Yes.
People guilt trip you. When you're here, we know, uncle, we know you will sort us out. We were waiting for you. This is the people. So you end up buying clothes, gifts, things, financing, finding a party, do this, things that were not even on your plan. Guilty.
Yeah.
Learn to just say no and don't explain. I'm sorry, I can't. Just that. Sorry, I can't do that. That's enough reason. That's enough explanation.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't do that.
Right.
As simple as that.
Yes.
I'm sorry, that's not possible. I'm sorry, maybe another time. It is never a walk in the park when you have to tell people no, when you have to tell people you can't, when you have to tell people it's not possible, when you have to tell people to wait, when you have to tell people I have to. Anytime you have to disagree with people who are not used to hearing a no from you, expect a battle.
Yes.
Expect a struggle. So, boundaries are the most uncomfortable things, but they also preserve you. The ex-wife of Elon Musk said she was there when he was rising at a very fast rate. And she said one thing she noticed about him, he said no a lot. He disagreed with invitation, turned down suggestions, refused opportunities that he could afford. People bring you glittering opportunities, but they are really distractions.
Yeah.
If you pursue them, you get slowed down. If you go after them, you cannot stand on your feet anymore. Guilt and self-awareness, they help you to protect your self-love. When you just know, sometimes my feelings will take time to agree, but this thing is not for me.
Yeah.
Other times, people frame their request in terms of your interest and your goals. Some people know how to be psychological.
Yeah.
They know what you're looking for. And they, instead of paying you, they say, you get to meet many customers, you get many referrals, so that you can just give them free services.
Yes.
They emphasize on the networking, which cannot be guaranteed, to avoid paying you. And then, yes, you need networks. Yes, you need people.
Yes.
But for that kind of job, you also need pay. Those other things are incidental, they are not guaranteed. Nobody may be interested, nobody may ask, you're not sure. A lot of times, if you're not careful with people, they'll use you for free, and you'll still be blamed that why didn't you make sense of your time? Why didn't you grow? Why didn't you evolve? Right now, when we have strength, we don't think about the consequences of not preparing for old age. Wait until you retire and your body has no energy to go looking for money the same force, and you never invested anything. That's why you start cursing children, manipulating, selling your own things, going backward, because there was no plan. And many of us are not careless, we're just too generous. We didn't know how to say no.
Yes.
People ask you to take loan for them, sign here for them, guarantee this loan for them, do things for them. They drag into things using guilt. They don't even let you think. They just, here I am, just sign for me. And they've come now, just after banter, some friendly banter.
Yes.
Learn to say no without guilt. Learn to teach yourself that you too, you deserve the best you produce. Because you have money in the account does not mean everybody's hospital bill is an emergency. Does not mean everybody's situation is an emergency. And people can get to learn that you have salary, or you don't have many children, you don't have fees you're paying, you must have some money remaining. So they budgeted for you, and they keep forwarding requests too. I want you to learn to say no without explanation. I want you to learn to say no without having to show people what is the difference. I want you to learn to say no and leave people to deal with it. Sometimes don't tone it down. Don't say, I wish you came last week. I wish you can come 1 month after now. I wish. Some people just leave them there because they are nagging and they cannot accept. Yes.
Oh my goodness, that has been amazing. Now, I want to read something here before I ask this question. You said, reinvent yourself. This book is Play Like a Lady. It talks about owning the game and owning your love life. And you said, those who last saw you before you discovered your voice may not believe that you're the same person now. I believe this is after this amazing discussion, where you kept quiet to keep the peace. Now you speak your truth. Where you once played small to avoid making people uncomfortable, now you walk in your authentic self. Where you shrank and folded to avoid being noticed and judged, now occupy space unafraid of anyone's opinions. Whereas you once wondered whether people would like you, now you wonder whether you'll like them. Wow, such is a powerful, those are powerful words, But I would like to ask, for example, you've been carrying maybe some weight or burdens, and it hasn't been easy putting them down. Now, even with these words, how do I put down the luggage that I've been carrying for me to enter into this new space and reinvent myself with open arms?
Yes, just take each burden by itself. If you had taught some siblings, some grown-ups that you're giving them some stipend every month and you're distributing your money to them for upkeep, this is the time to retire them and wean them off. Tell them it's not possible anymore. If you had got into the habit, your burdens involve lending your friends money, rescuing, coming through for them, just stop doing it. And the ones who really care about you are the ones who will remain. And even if you'll have to meet new friends, so be it. If it is a burden of medicating stress with alcohol, you're stressed, you're not confident, but you're using the low self-esteem, you're feeling the low self-esteem with numbness, confusion, just stop. If the burden involves being with the friends who buy you alcohol, take you to party, or comfort you in your mediocrity, or make you look your small goals are okay, because they also dream small. This is the time to be honest and leave them alone. So each burden, you deal it according to the principle of where was it keeping me that is lower than where I am, and how can I go up? Yes.
Wow. Also, perhaps you can help us understand how to measure, like, for example, most of the times when you go to interviews and you have this question, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And maybe being new here, we are able to tell where we were the last 5 years ago, how do we go about envisioning where we want to be next year?
Yes, so that interview question is usually technical. We say the only reasonable answer is that you see you working with them and hitting the goals.
Okay.
Yeah, you are here to interview to be with them. So you see yourself being with them.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
achieving their goals.
Right.
When it comes to envisioning the life you want, we said write down the vision and make it clear. Writing helps you know how many goals are practical. Writing makes you hear yourself talk and express it again. Writing is what brings out life and psychomotor skills. When you write down instead of just imagining, you're beginning the first step of commitment. Then after writing down is planning, projecting, and splitting it in phases when it's a big goal that can be attained at a time. Then setting accountability to check back with yourself, check with your friend. Yes.
Wow, that has been amazing. This is the year we reinvent ourselves. Thank you so much, our viewers, for being part of this amazing show. Now, to get these books, especially this book, Play Like a Lady, is a book that you don't want to miss. Go to www.benjaminzuluglobal.com. See you next time.
There are conversations that shape how we live. Conversations that help us navigate challenges of life. Conversations that bring out the best in us. This is where we gather to help each other find the way and unleash our potential. Welcome to the Benjamin.